before you actually press anything else on the waistband, you need to just check that the first fold you make is the right depth. So let's just pass the bib here in a section where the bib is not going to be in the way. You want to fold this raw edge just to the stitching here. Okay, so there's a stitching line there, and then we're just going to hold it. We're not going to press anything. We're going to hold it there, and we're going to fold it over so that this top section here just sits neatly where the seam goes. And we want to check that where we folded it, it's going to come down and cover the stitching line. All right, so I can see that mine is not going to quite cover the stitching line, so I need to just fold it back a little bit. Okay, so now it's going to sit flat and the fold is going to cover the stitching line. So it wasn't quite to the stitching. Well, it's like a quarter of an inch away from the stitching, but with all the folding, it makes it shorter and shorter. So even though my intention was to have it come to the stitching line, it hasn't done that. But it's still going to hide the seam allowance here. So I'm going to just check that again. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will press that first fold in place, and then I'll be stitching across this part where it covers the seam. And the good bit about this extra length here, it's the intention there is to hide the edges of the seam allowance because we've got 2 layers of fabric, and it also provides extra stability for the waistband because the part between the seams is thinner than where the seams are, and it's going to sort of fold and crease. So this extra bit of fabric that we've extended down over here just makes the waistband a bit more stable. Okay, so the rest of the instructions should be fairly easy to do without any video. I just felt this was a bit hard to explain all in words, so I did the little video just for this section here.